Hi everyone, it's me, Kristen Conant, Independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Welcome! You are joining me in the Create with Love Stampin' Studio for today, September, what's the date today? 26th, I think it is, somewhere around in there. 26, 2025. Yeah, so welcome. It's me. It's throwing me off, I know. I've got a different mount today, so hopefully, fingers crossed, things go well with this live today. I want to do a couple of things real quick before we get into our project. Some things that are going on right now. Stampin' Up! Has available to you to purchase an Advent calendar. This is exclusive products in here, meaning you cannot find these in any other publications. It is while supplies last. So don't wait. It is 12 days countdown to Christmas. Maybe it's a gift for you, or maybe it is a gift for somebody that you know that is a crafter in your family. So check that out. Hold on just a second. I forgot I needed to check to see if I am on live and in the right spot. And it looks like I am. So I just wanted to bring that on. Sorry. Okay. So the next thing I wanted to bring up is October 1st. Stampin' Up! Is going to have a class that you can sign up for online. It is called The Traditions of Christmas. And it is based on the Traditions of Christmas suite collection that is currently in the mini catalog that we have out right now. So if you've been wanting more stamping but don't want to leave your house, what a great opportunity to be able to craft from your home and watch our, all the things, tips and tricks that they have to share, right? Do you need the items that they are going to show? Of course not. You can swap things out if you wish to, but Stampin' Up! Is going to be focusing on our suite called Traditions of Christmas, and it is beautiful. I do have the suite, and I do intend on participating in this live event as well. So I can tell you I participated in our scrapbooking class that they did online, and that scrapbooking class was amazing. Amazing. So if you did not take that scrapbooking class, you are missing out because it was mind-blowing. I've been stamping now for 30 years and I'm still blown away by everything that you can learn. So it's never too late. The next thing is Stampin' Up! Blew our minds once again. Also starting on October 1st and going through the end of October, you can buy one of our kits, and this is the best deal that you can get. And you have two options with this one. You can get $125 worth of product for $35. $35, no shipping. There is tax, but there is no shipping charge on it. And again, $125 for $35. Or option number 2, you can get $189 worth of product for $99. Wow. Oh my gosh. Really? My gosh. $35 for $125. You can take care of crafters, right, in your family with that. Couldn't you? $35, $125 worth of stuff. Just thinking ahead for some Christmas gifts. You know what I'm saying? Okay, again, that special starts on October 1st. And I would like to take the opportunity right now to invite you to join me on the Create with Love team. We have so much fun, our team. We get together weekly on Zoom calls, or we stamp of course, we visit, get to know one another, and we also do share a little bit of business tips. But oh my gosh, if you've been looking for a group of people like-minded to you for crafting, please reach out to me. We would love to have you. This is my personal invitation to you to join us. Not only do you have our immediate team, but my upline, whom I'm under, you would also be part of that team, and that is part of the Klompen Stampers team, and I am under Jackie Bullheis, and oh my gosh, we have phenomenal resources. We do things in that group constantly, so you will not lack for ideas and a community and a sense of belonging. So I would love to have you on our team and be part of both of these great groups. The next thing I'd like to remind you of coming up the 10th of October, got a little bit yet, but the 10th of October is the last day to sign up for the October Paper Pumpkin Kit. October's Paper Pumpkin Kit is geared toward Christmas. So where are my Christmas card makers at? If you don't want to have to worry about, oh my gosh, what am I going to come up with for my card today for this year to send out to my people? Let Stampin' Up! Do that work for you. You get fantastic products in there to make the cards that they have, but you can then take the stamp set and the ink that comes in there and create more cards, right? So think about that. Let us help you out with your Christmas cards this year. So October 10th is the last day to sign up for that one. And as in the past, Stampin' Up! During this quarter, Stampin' Up! Also came out with a new set of dies that will coordinate with October, November, and December's Paper Pumpkin. The only way you can get the special set of dies is if you are a Paper Pumpkin subscriber. It is exclusive to Paper Pumpkin. And our system is smart enough to know whether you are or are not part of Paper Pumpkin already, but you're missing out, you guys, because Paper Pumpkin has exclusive items as well. You cannot purchase them any other place. They are not in any of our catalogs. They are not online. They are only for Paper Pumpkin. So get in on that. Let me know if I can help you out. And then real quickly, what's going on here with the Create with Love Stampin' Studio classes that are coming up. Let me see. It is too late to sign up for the first Monday in October's product-based class. The first and last Monday of every month, I always do a product-based class. Now, the products are different with each class, as is the price, because it depends on which products are chosen to use for that class. But you can mark your calendars and know that every month I do the first and last Monday are product-based classes. My second Monday of the month, I do my 10-card class, and the third Monday of the month is my 6-card class. Product-based classes, you do need to RSVP with a prepayment 3 weeks prior to the class, because I need to order those products. We need shipping time for them to get here, and then I need prep time to get all those pieces cut for you, because when you come to my classes, you don't have to worry about any thinking on cutting and all of that. I have everything cut and ready for you. All you have to do is stamp and assemble and put your cards together when you're here with our class. So again, I do this every single month. So you have until October 6th to sign up for the Autumn Toile class. That class will be held October 27th, but remember, 3 weeks prior to that, October 6th, you have to sign up for it with prepayment RSVP to me. The fee for the Autumn Toile class is $55, and we're going to go over that here just a little bit more once I turn the camera down. But I wanted to let you know about that one, and then the first product-based class of November, also want to let you know about, because the deadline to sign up for that class is October 13th. So the first Monday in November, which is Monday, November 3rd, we are going to be doing the Traditions of Christmas class. That is the class that Stampin' Up! Was going to be teaching too. So look, 2 classes with 1 suite of products. How phenomenal, right? So again, the Traditions of Christmas class is $51, and it is due to me by October 13th. So that is what's going on here in the Create with Love studio. I am going to turn my camera down now. I did use a different device this time, and I think I put it in here backwards. So hold on, let me get this taken care of, and we will get started on today's project. So I'm going to cover the camera and turn. Yep, you're looking at my hand, and you're going to see me again. Hello. Hopefully I don't disconnect or hit anything funny. Okay, covering again so I can bring you down. Uh-oh. Hold on, please. Okay, there we go. Hopefully it's still there. Oh my gosh. Y'all, one of these days, I'm going to get this figured out. Hold on, you might get dizzy. I'm sorry, you guys. Okay. All right. Hopefully, we are where we need to be. Looks pretty good so far. Okay. Sorry, you guys. Oh my gosh. Just when I think, like I say, just when you think you have it all figured out, you don't, right? And I hope I am not ignoring anybody. If you are jumping on live and joining me, hello and welcome. I am not ignoring you. Facebook is not showing me if anybody comes on here to watch me. So there is that. Well, you can see a lot of my desk today. All right. I tell you, phone technology is not my friend, okay? I'm a crafter, I'm a stamper, so thank you for struggling with me and holding steady. This is our current mini catalog. This has those products I was sharing with you. We also have a current annual catalog out right now. But you guys, not everything we have is in both of these publications. We have so much more online. So you need to go online to my store to check out to see everything that we have, okay? And our online system is so much better than what it used to be as far as searching. You can search a couple of different ways. You can type in the name of something if you know it. You can also type in a product number if you know it. But you can just browse through categories too. So there are several different ways to find our things. So check that out. One of the other things that I forgot to tell you about, and I knew I was going to do that, Saturday, October 4th is World Card Making Day. You can sign up right now for this free event. We are going to spend 1 hour on Saturday crafting together, Stampin' Up. You do have to sign up so you can have access to the area where Stampin' Up is going to be broadcasting their live and making things with you. But this is the kit they're going to focus on. Again, you don't need to have this to join. You can watch, maybe learn some ideas and things while they're on there. But if you are interested in the products, this is the kit they are going to be using. This is a general greeting set. Who doesn't love greetings, right? When you have a general greeting set, you can pair that with any image, right? And create the card of your choice. In this kit, there's also a secret C ink spot in here. But look at these cards. This is the cards that Stampin' Up! Is going to be doing, but included in this kit is also this card holder box. It is right here. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I can't wait to put mine together. I have been refraining from doing so until we do World Card Making Day a week from this Saturday. A week from tomorrow is World Card Making Day. We'll gather together, so make sure you register. You will not have this in time. If you order this kit, probably won't have it in time for the event, but that's okay. If you have registered for the event, you can go back and watch and create these. The instructions are in here, but I'm going to guess that they're going to have several other things to share with us too. I could be wrong, but that's usually their MO. They usually like to share more than just the obvious with us. So I'm excited to spend an hour with all of you on Saturday Live with Stampin' Up! So this is the kit that, again, that they are going to be using a week from Saturday on World Card Making Day. So if you're curious about that, let me know. That kit is $32 in the US. So just want to share that with you. Okay, so today's projects, I am going to be making September's paper pumpkin with you guys. Hold on, I know September's gone, but if you are become a paper pumpkin subscriber, remember Christmas is coming, October. If you sign up by October 10th, you can get the Christmas cards that are going to be in the October kit. And again, once you register and become a paper pumpkin subscriber, one of the perks is buying past kits. Now, with that, I'm not sure if there are any September kits left, but there could be. I haven't gone on to look at that, but I wanted to share with you what comes in a paper pumpkin kit. So when you open it up, it's packaged beautifully. You'll have a set of stamps. Now, there's a lot more than 2 stamps in here. Again, we're going to be making these cards together, so I've already mounted the stamps that I need onto blocks, so they are ready for us to create together today. But in there, you will also have an ink spot of the color that you are going to need to do the stamping per the instructions. And then you have this kit that is all wrapped up together, but I have opened it ahead of time to pull the things out that I need. But in here, you will find this is all the stamps that you get in here. And this is designed to go into one of our empty stamp cases so that you can put your stamps in that case, and then this is shown excuse me, like this, like the rest of our stamps, so you know what is in there. I need to get a drink, sorry. Okay, so in this kit then, you will have all the things that you need to create these cards that Stampin' Up! Has designed for you. So there are 3 of each of 3 different cards, and this month we have 3 different color flap envelopes to coordinate with each card. Okay, I want to show you how you can actually make your paper pumpkin kits go a little bit farther. Do you have to? Nope, absolutely not. You can make the kit as is and be done with it. That's great. Love it. Okay, so you would have 9 cards. But if you are already a crafter, we like to make things go a little farther, right? Get more cards, see how many cards we can get out of that, right? So I am going to show you how we can take what Stampin' Up! Has designed for us and make it go even farther. So I have cards that we're going to do all 3 of these with a minor exception, and then I am going to make one alternative card with you as well. But before we get into that, the name of September's kit was Fall for Toile. Okay, in the mini catalog that's out right now, there is an Autumn Toile suite of products. It is one of my classes that I'm going to be doing here at the end of October. I had mentioned that, but just jogging your memory if you've forgotten. So the products that coordinates with this is one of the classes that I am going to be teaching the end of October. Let's take a look at the suite of products. It is a double bundle. So here is one of the stamp sets. It is called Amber Autumn. This is what it looks like. It is a cling stamp set, so it is red rubber. These are the dies that coordinate with this one. So we have these two dies that cut out these two images, and then we have three standalone dies. We have this beautiful multi-leaf die, and then we have a standalone leaf, and then we have like a grass type die in the set. And then in the other bundle, there is no greetings in this one. So you have the greetings in this one that you could use for this, but absolutely just like I just shared with the paper pumpkin, you can use greetings from any of those or any other stamp sets you have, right? And create cards with greetings of your choice. And what a great masculine set, isn't it? Love this set. It can be fall, it can be sympathy, it can be thinking of you, it can be masculine. So many options with this one. And then the set of dies on this one, there is a great big tree. I want to show you something. Look at that tree. Isn't that huge? Here's my hand. So that shows you how big that stamp is. It is not pictured full size on the front. The stamps are not pictured full size because it would just take up too much room and then there wouldn't be room to show you the rest of them. But let me show you the set of dies real quick here. Here's that die that cuts out the tree. It is two parts. We have the outline, so you can stamp the tree and simply die cut it out. You can stamp the tree. Not only can you die cut it, but you can cut out the detail at one pass through the machine as well. So you have an option for that. But this die right here, it cuts out leaves that you then could also layer on your tree. Just so many things. It is so cool. Love this. Can't wait to do the class on this. We have standalone deers down here, and then we have this standalone tree branch or bush, whatever, however you want to use it here, because you could cut these apart and cover this and have a smaller tree. But then this die and these three over here cut out images from here. So this die cuts out this one. This one is the deer, of course, and then these two are both of the rocks. So how cool is this suite of products? This is just the two stamp sets and dies. So hold on, we got a couple more things here. This is the ribbon, I guess you'd call it ribbon, that was designed for it. It's kind of, I don't know if it's made out of like a twine or if it's a plastic, but it is really cool. Something different than what we've had before. Love this. Then also in the suite of products are these gems. These are called streaked dots, and they are marbled looking. They actually look like stones in person. So, so cool. Two different sizes of those in here. And then we have two different DSPs with this one. This one is our earthen toned metallic. Hold your ears. Sorry, the sticky trying to open it, but this is the earthen metallic. Isn't it gorgeous? This is not copper. It is brown. It is absolutely stunning in person. So you get 3 sheets of the metallic earthen toned in that one, and then the last missing piece to the Toile puzzle is the Toile DSP, and all of our DSP is double-sided. And guess what? This DSP coordinates with this that's in here. We have this right here, that is one of the cards. And here, there is another plain background. In here, there is the rest. There's the stripes, the pumpkins. Yep, there's that one. And then there's this pattern. And then we've got the green. So everything coordinates. So you can use this. Remember how I said you can make cards from the kit and go even farther, especially if you have the Autumn Toile suite of products at home, because you can grab anything out of that suite to pair with this, and you would be so set. Okay, so today's cards, we are going to do all three of these with a twist. Here is the twist. I have to find my pieces. I have brought in my paper trimmer. And this is how we are going to change it up. You could absolutely 100% do this the way Stampin' Up! Recommends. Here's my 3 envelopes. So we have, it looks like pumpkin pie, Cajun craze, and pecan pie for envelopes. So there's my envelopes. And then we have our pieces for this one. I have my pieces for this card. And then I have my pieces for this card. Okay? Again, you can take these are already scored. You can fold them in half. But I want to make mine go farther, so I'm actually going to cut mine in half so I can get 2 from each. Because, why? I already have other cardstock here at home. So I have cut 3 different bases that I can pair with these once I cut them to create a card. So the first thing I'm going to do is set the main parts aside, and I'm going to take this card, and it should be 4 1/4. So I'm going to set that in here, and I'm going to take my cutter and cut that in half. So there, I've got 2 pieces now. Set one aside. I'm going to do the same thing with this one since we've already got it here. Let's do all of that first. Okay. And then I'm going to take my third one, which is this one, which is a linen-y look. Love this piece. And I'm going to take my cutter and cut that in half. There we go. Okay? So now let's, crash. I have a mountain next to me of stuff. Yep. Oh dear. Okay, so I'm going to bring in my instructions, and I am going to bring in those bases that I have done ahead of time. These are 8 1/2 by 5 1/2, scored at 4 1/4. And I'm going to burnish them so that they're ready to go. Okay, so let's do all 3 of these right now. Okay. And 3. Here we go. Okay, so now those fronts, the cards that I cut apart, we are going to take those, and I'm going to put adhesive on the back of this. And then this is going to line up with my base. And you might need to do a little bit of trimming to get it perfect. That's okay. That's why we have paper cutters, right? So again, adhesive on here. So it just takes a couple more steps just to get it to where you need. That one ended up being perfect. But it is well worth it because, like I said, you can make your supplies go farther, right? So now I'm going to take this one, and this is going to go on here like so. There we go. So there, see? Instead of the front and back having this pattern, I can utilize them in other cards. Okay, this is your instructions. So this picture that you see in your packet, you're going to slide it out and it gives you the instructions here. So card number 1 is right here. Card number 2 is here. And then card number 3 is down here. So it shows you what you need to do. So on card number 1, it is with the Toile background, and we are going to be using this die cut, and this die cut that I went ahead and popped out already. So in your diagram, it shows you in step 1, you're going to take the acorns and stamp them in the Cajun Craze. Now this is the ink that you get in the paper pumpkin, but I have all of our inks in the ink pad. So I'm just going to take that one because it's already open, ink up my acorns and stamp them where the directions show. So that one is done. And this one, the greeting is already done for you, so that one is done. So now we're going to look at our instructions. Step number 2, if you look right here, you can see like hexagon shapes. That is showing you where the dimensional placement is. These black dots here on the back of this circle show you where the mini glue dots go that are included in your kit. Yes, the adhesives are included in the kit. So this is our dimensionals and this is our glue dots. I brought in my multi-purpose glue because I cut mine apart and had bases. So if you have adhesive in your craft supply, you can use those. So looking at my diagram, I am going to go ahead and add on, the dimensionals where Stampin' Up! Says they need to go. So we need one here, one here, here, and one here. And there's quite a few dimensionals on this one because they want your tree to stand up to shipping and opening, you know, all the things. Okay, let me see. I think we have one here now, and then one here. Lots of dimensionals, on this one. And these little dimensionals are a booger for me because I don't have very good feeling in the ends of my fingers. So there's what they say on there. So now they show the back of the thankful. We need 2 on the back of my greeting. And then on the acorn, they show 2 dimensionals over here. And then I also need 2 glue dots. So I'm going to come in with this one. Now, one of the other tools that you might want to have to use, and that is take your pick tool, so that you can pick up these glue dots off from the sheet and put them where you need to. Okay, so now we're on to step 3 on putting this together. So we need to remove the backings to all of these dimensionals. How is everybody doing today? For those of you who are joining me live, please say hello again. If you have joined and I haven't said hello, I'm not ignoring you. It is Facebook And my device that I'm using, it is not allowing me to see who has joined me live. Likewise, for my replay watchers, please say hello as well. I love to see who has stopped by so that I can acknowledge you and say hello back. Okay, that goes on there like that. Okay, and now I need the thankful, and it is going to go down here like so. And now we have the acorns. Peel off the backings to both the dimensionals and the glue dots, and then this one is going to go right down here like so. There we go. There is card number 1. Isn't that sweet? Okay, so you've got the items. Remember to make 3 exactly like this if you wish, or you can change them up and do whatever you wish. But because I cut this one off, I have more freedom to create more cards. So that is our card number 1. Let's go on to card number 2. Card number 2 is this lighter card, and these are the pieces that we're going to need for this one. They are right here. We need the circle, we need these leaves, which are 3, and then the circle. So on the circle, the first thing we need to do is stamp our greeting. And my glass mat rocks. I'm sorry, my legs on my glass mat keep coming off, and I don't understand why. Okay, so there is our greeting. So that can dry now. And then the next thing we need to do, according to the directions, is on the card base, it shows you get 3 separate leaves in here, but they took 2 leaves, put them together on your block, and now we're going to stamp leaves around on here. So I'm going to bring in my Cajun Craze ink pad, and we are going to do some leaves at random. Now, it doesn't say whether I'm to stamp off or not, so it is totally what you wish to do with yours. Yep. It's your card. Does it have to look identical? Nope. Remember, this is a craft, and everything is handmade, so not everything looks alike, right? I want to do some more right there. I know that the majority of that's going to be covered, so I'm going to leave that like so. Okay, and I believe we are ready to assemble this one. So let's see how this one goes. We need our 3 foiled leaves, and each of those get 2 dimensionals on. So one at the top here and one down here. So we are going to do those. And then we have these groups of leaves. Okay, one is orange and one is yellow. So, okay, I'm going to turn those over. And let's see, we are going to do one here, one here, here. Again, I'm looking at the diagram to see where they recommend that it goes. Okay, and then one of these do that like that for now. Okay, and on this one is going to get the mini glue dots. And so we need one of these here. I probably should have started with my ribbon. Okay, so they have the ribbon like this direction. They show 2 dots, little more than halfway down. So there's 1 and there is 2. And then we are going to remove the backing. And this is going to go, looks like this. And then you flip it over. Looks like one goes here, but I shouldn't have flipped it over yet. We got to flip it back because right here there's 4 glue dots right there. So we're going to go 1. And you may not need 4. So let's go with that. Okay. Now, okay, I see we have 2 yellow leaves and 2 orange leaves. Okay, so we're going to take our card now, and it looks like the orange one, we're going to take the dimensionals off from here, and this one is going to go something like this. And then this one, again, taking off the dimensionals, this one is going to go, it looks like it goes under a little bit. Yes. And keep it within the card here. So there is that. And now we're going to put on our metallic leaves. And this one looks like it's going to go right about there. This one's going to go right about there. And then we have this one that is going to go up here like so. And now, whoops, we forgot to take our glue dots and peel those off. This one needs to go on here, making sure that my words are, okay. I'm going to turn it over because I see it here, and I know if I don't look at it, I am not going to get it on there in the right direction. So, there we go. Flip it back over and put the rest of those glue dots on here. There we go. You have to figure out what is best for you, right? We all craft just a little bit differently, and you know what? That is A-okay. So peeling off the backings off from these, and I'm going to have these little pieces everywhere in my craft room, and then this is going to go on right here in the middle like that. There we go. There is card number 2. So a little more work to that one, but still cute and fun. Now we're going to flip this over, and we are on to card number 3. And so for this one, here is my card base. Making sure I've got it so it opens up correctly. We are going to need this piece. We are going to need this piece. We are going to need our fox, and we're going to need our pumpkin. Again, everything that coordinates with that autumn toile. Love it. Okay, so up here we need to get the geese. stamp, and it's right here. And so I need my ink pad open again. So I'm going to ink up my geese, and they are going to fly right up here in the corner. And then I also need the stamp that says thinking of you, which is right here. And I need my banner, and because it's white, instead of white on white, I'm going to flip that over. I like to use it here on my mat this way so that I can see where the edges are when I look down through my block and then stamp my greeting. There we go. There is that. Now we need to put it together. So this one is all dimensionals. So we need 4 on here, or 3, whatever you prefer. I'll just do the 3. Looks good to me. I'll do 3 here, like they show. And then the fox, he gets 3 as well. 1 up here, 1 down in the tail, and then 1 in the body. And then this one also gets dimensionals, and this one gets quite a few to it. So we've got 1 here, 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 and then we've got 4 in the middle. 1, 2, 3, and 4. There we go. So now we just need to peel off all of our backings and put this card together. This one's the really fast one. Okay, so this is coming in. Make sure it opens correctly. This is going to go approximately in the middle, like so. I am going to peel off my thinking of you dimensionals. And this one actually needs to be moved down some because this hangs over. If you look, it hangs over a little bit, and this is already up on dimensional. So if you hang that over, but it has a dimensional on it, this end is going to be down, and then this is going to be up. So I want it level, if that makes sense to you. Okay, peel off the backings to the pumpkin. And we're going to put pumpkins over here in the cornfield. And then we're going to have our little fox who's checking it all out. And he is going to go here, like so. There is card number 3. Let's bring those back in. Card number 1, card number 2, and card number 3. But wait, we've got one more that we're going to do together. This is the alternative one. So what I did to create this one is I went ahead and got another card base. Again, cardstock is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. So we're going to fold that in half. That is the standard size A2 card that we use here. So I'm folding that in half. That's my card base. Then I took some of each of those cards. Remember, I cut them apart so that there was a front and a back, 2 pieces. So I took the Toile piece and I cut a piece of that card front to 4 1/4 by 3. Then I took a piece of the linen look piece that is 1 by 5, right? 1, it is. Then I took a piece of the brown plaid that was 2 3/4 by 3. Then in addition to that one, right, we had different shapes. We have strips. So I went ahead and grabbed some strips of Cajun Craze, since Cajun is our ink in here. I went ahead and grabbed that because it coordinates with it. But then there was a circle here and a circle here, right? So I had circle punches that were in my stash. So I went ahead and punched out a 1 7/8 inch circle from our 1 7/8 inch circle punch. Okay? Kind of keeping it similar but different. And so now we need to assemble our card. And so what I'm going to do is I'm first going to put this on here, and I'm turning it top to bottom so I can see where I want it to go. And this is where you will need your extra adhesive. Excuse me, sorry, gotta get a drink. Okay, and so now this one is going to go on here like that, and this is going to become 1, right? So now I'm going to take this one and I'm going to put adhesive on these two that I put together, and then this one is going to go all the way over to the edge, centered somewhat. There we go. Then I've got this piece, and now this piece is going to come over here like so. And again, I'm going to keep this one flat. Okay, so there is that. Okay. Now we have our circle and we have our strips, right? So I have one that's 4 inches in length. Yep, I don't think that one's going to work for me, and I'm going to use this one. And I'm going to use the greeting Warm Wishes. This greeting was also in the kit. So I'm going to open up my ink pad, and I'm going to ink up the Warm Wishes and put it over here toward the end of this piece. And this piece of Cajun Craze measures 1/2 inch by 3 inches. Okay, and now we have this one, and so with this one I'm going to ink up my pumpkins. I'm going to put those there, and then I'm going to take my geese and put them up there. And then let's see my scrap piece of my circle. I am going to ink up my leaf, and we're going to put just a couple of leaves down here on the bottom. And then what I'm going to do is I am going to take my blender pen, which has clear ink in it, and I'm just going to go over the top of my images. And what that does is it takes the ink from the image that you stamped and it spreads it out. So how cool, gotta ground the pumpkins. So how cool is that, huh? So now we're gonna take this, and I am going to put this one up on dimensionals. And I know that I want it open underneath, so that's all the dimensionals I'm going to put on it. This one is going to go here, and then my Warm Wishes, I need my paper snips. And I am going to take this one and I want to cut that at an angle, and this, nope, it's too long. So I did that one, and so now I'm going to do this one this way, and then this is going to go up here. So I need a bit of glue right here, and then I am going to use my dimensionals and oops, peel off the backings, and then this is going to go on here like so. There is card number 4. This is our alternative using things that came in the card kit. So there you have it. There are the 4 cards that I had to share with you today. I hope you've enjoyed these cards. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you more than you know. And I will see you again next Friday for Live on Friday at 2 p.m. And we will be talking a lot about World Card Making Day. That will happen on a week from tomorrow on Saturday. Again, it's a live event with Stampin' Up! So if you wish to join, go ahead and register. It is free. It does not cost you anything. So I highly encourage you to join us. We'd love to see you there. Have a great week, everybody, and we will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.